Hello! Today I'm going to be going over how to faux mod. Faux mod is a tool that your mod manager uses. It basically talks to your mod manager. It'll tell it the things like what category it's in. It'll tell it what version number, and it'll tell it the author. Now, another really cool link and a reason why I suggest that everybody needs a faux mod tool is because of this right here. It'll every mod manager, doesn't matter which one that you're using, it'll always have a place that you can click and it will take them to your mod. Right now we do not have a API or anything set up for any mod managers at the moment, so it'll always have a question mark because it's unable to tell what the latest version is. Right now every mod manager was actually made for Nexus, and that is something that we are working on trying to fix right now so that all these other mod managers will be able to connect to our side as well. But I wanted to go over a few different things with everybody. One of the best parts about the faux mod is actually the pop-ups on it. Whenever you are downloading and installing something, it'll make different sections. Well, I can just go ahead and show you right here with this mod right here, if it'll let me do it. Well, maybe. That's not going to do it. There we are, reinstall mod. That's what I was looking for. Basically, it'll make a little pop-up on there, and it'll give pictures, description, and choices of things that you want to download and not download. Basically, it's an optimization thing that faux mods provide for the downloader. This will, of course, make everybody a lot happier on what they can and cannot do with the mods that you create. It's going to give you a better reputation in the end. And here it is. This is what your faux mod looks like to the downloaders. This one here doesn't have very many options. I didn't really make this mod, so I didn't have a whole lot to put in there. But I will show you the different things that are going to be involved. Number one, these are your choices, and I have it to where you can select only one at a time, and you have to select one, which is going to be what some of the options that I'll be going over with you. In fact, I'm going to just hold this off to the side, not actually select anything. That way we can go over what is what inside the faux mod control. So let's go ahead and pull that up real fast. I will give you a link to the faux mod tool. I have re-optimized it a little bit to set up better for my website instead of just Nexus like everything else likes to do. This first page, after you open up your faux mod tool, you'll notice is more of just descriptions like the mod author and the name of the mod, because it goes name of mod, mod author, the version, link to the mod page or your mod, for example, mod category. This part here is actually pretty specific. It allows you to type in whatever you want, but in most mod managers that doesn't actually work. You will be best to just select something from this drop down list. That way it'll work better for your downloaders. And let me go back to the Nexus mod manager here. I use Nexus. You can use whatever you want. But again, let me show you some of this. Here we are. You see you have your mod name. Mod name's right here. Mod author, that's kind of hidden behind my box here. Mod author is right over here. And you have your mod version. That's going to be this part. Then your link to mod page. That is actually on Nexus Mod Manager. It's all these numbers here in blue. You can just click on it. It'll take you to the page of where it's at. And I can't really click on it right now because I had that pop-up up and didn't think that through very well. But one of the things that is also really handy to show you is the mod header image. this part right here. What you will do, it's this right here. I have made my own little logo, of course, from my webpage. You can make your own logos, or you can actually just put whatever picture you want in there, and it'll appear up here. And it's got a cool little fading effect, and does quite a few different things. It just kind of makes it look a lot prettier. And then right over here is your mod description. I have in parentheses here, this only shows up on Nexus Mod Manager sidebar. Let's see here. I didn't make one for any of the mods. I'll just have to show you that part later. But you always want to start off with a folder, and that's what this part right here is, this workspace root directory. I already have one kind of started, and I will go ahead and just jump to it real quick. I say real quick, but it's going to take me a second to get there. I have a directory I made for all of my crazy things that I do, and I highly suggest you do the same thing. Here's a mod that I haven't actually released yet, that I'm probably going to try to release today. It is the Sorceress mod. Basically, what you can do is you just right click anywhere, make you a new folder, and that's where you're going to start at. I've already done that, and I went ahead and made all my folders set up, which if you want you can copy off this. This is a really good system. And I will actually provide a folder pre-set up for you. That way you can use this, and hopefully it'll work out a little bit better for you. And that way you kind of know exactly what to put where and things like that. But after you have that done, you will go ahead and click on Open on this root directory part. And let me go ahead and go back to that same folder. I put it inside my K drive, uploaded mods, Skyrim, outfits. There we are. Now normally for you this folder would be blank, or you can just connect it straight up to this if you want, and you can hit select folder, and then it'll start you off with a fresh brand new one. Now something else you can do, I'll go ahead and lead you to this part of it, is if you go ahead and download the link that I'll give you that's going to have a folder set up already made for you, you can just go to open folder, and you'll go down to the main directory folder that you will download and extract, and you'll see where it says FOMod. You don't click on it, you just got to be able to physically see it. Click over here to the blank area and hit select folder, and it'll load everything for you. It'll save you a lot of work. I highly suggest you do this, and it's just going to save you a lot of time. Now you'll see I kind of have things set up for you the best that I could. You can definitely go through there and change your pictures, change all the wording, change anything that you need to change. I feel like I've already described this first page to you. And something I want to go over is if you do start off with a new faux mod, something that you really want to go, that you want to notice is after you get this page set up, you'll come down here, there's a button that says Proceed. It's on the bottom right corner. You probably can't see it because of my overlay, but it says Proceed there. You click it, and it'll take you to this here Steps tab. And it'll start you off with a little tab. It'll say Step 1 on it, and you'll be able to start doing all this stuff. Now, if that bottom tab there that says Proceed in the bottom corner is grayed out and does not let you go to the next step, what you do is you go to Steps. You just go ahead and click on that tab anyways, and you'll notice you can't click on anything. So what you do is you go back down here to the bottom right hand corner. Again, my overlay is probably blocking that. I tried to do a lot of adjusting, so you might be able to see a corner of where my mouse is. But there's a button there that says New Step. You can click on the new step, and all this will come ungrayed, and you can start messing with it. Some of the things that I'm not going to be going over on this faux mod is your flags and plugin dependencies, and the conditions. We're not going to go over those three things, or I guess required installation and conditional installations. That is going to be in a video that Sire will be making for me. He is going to be going over a lot more of this stuff in his video, and he will link his video to mine as well as I will link mine to his. That way we can kind of get things done a little bit quicker and better for everybody. But now, step one, see, I kind of make 3 steps here. That's what they're called, the steps, but you can name them however you want. I try to make an intro, an options tab, and a credits tab. The intro is going to be basically exactly how it sounds. In fact, steps, I'm going to show you what that is on the FOMOD tool. Or on the FOMOD, it is this right here, everything you see. You'll see here are your options. There's that picture that's on the front page. It'll remain there through the whole FOMOD installation. And let's see here. This little picture of the woman sitting down is going to be this picture right here. The description that you set that shows right here says thank you for downloading this mod is going to be up here in this description. So your options, description, picture. I'm going to show you where it's at in the tool. You got your options, description, and then your image. Those are the 3 things. Now, what you do not see in the FOMOD that you actually have over here is down at the bottom, you have what it is installing. On the introduction page of this, I don't ever install anything. Of course, you don't have to have an intro and a credits, but I do suggest you have at least one of the 2, because that page is going to install all the things that are not in options, and it'll keep from adding a whole bunch of clutter into your XML files, which is what this tool creates for you. The less clutter and the less stuff that you can have in there is going to greatly improve the dependability of the FOMOD tool. So now that we have the introduction made, the introduction page, let's go down to Options tab. Options tab is, like it says, where all your options are. The very first one, I actually set this up for my sorceress outfit. In the sorceress outfit, I have IAS options. IAS is Immersive Armor Swapper. And what that tool does will actually be explained in Sire's video. It basically is a tool that switches from different body types, and you can preset which type those are according to per race. We actually have ours set up for the teens and dolls, which is really popular mods on my site. So we usually try to make all the outfits that we make adapted to IAS. That way people can download these, and it'll be set up for what they already have. So here we are with the sorceress outfit. What you do is I'll just go ahead and make a fresh one here, that way you can see how this works. You'll start off with your group name, and then you will, here I'm going to show you what the group name is. So you have group name right here. On the FOMOD tool, this is your group name. Right here it says plugins, select one. For every group you have, it'll have another little header like this. Like you can have one here, then another one right here with some more options, and then you can make another group with some more options in it, and stuff like that. And it'll all, for every step is a new page of this whole FOMOD. But you can have as many of steps, and you can have as many groups as you want. Here's your group again. So we're going to just make one, that way I can show you exactly how it's done. I'm going to say extra group. Put delete me on there, that way I don't keep it on accident. And the next part here says type. This is what kind of a type of options it's going to give. From here you can have it to where it can select only one. And that's actually how I have that FOMOD set up for that outfit that you was looking at. You can only select one at a time. It's great for whenever you're picking different types of plugins, for example, an ESL or an ESP, they have to have one, but it doesn't matter which, that's going to be your best option. Now the select any means that they can select, let's say there's 5 options, they can select all of them, one of them, 2 of them, they can select it. It doesn't matter, there's no requirement, they can do it however they want. And then the select at most one means that they can select only one of them or none of them. Doesn't matter how many options there are, it's one or none. Now the select at least one, that is for they can select one or more, but not 0. So they can have 1, 2, however many options there are. It doesn't matter, but just they have to select at least one. Select all means that every single option that there is going to be selected. They can't unselect it. It's a no matter what, you're stuck with it kind of a situation. So those are your options there. We're just going to hit select exactly one, and then you click on add. Now we have a new group over here. Then you can, so you have different groups with different options. We're going to go down to our extra group here, and it's now going to be for this part. These are your options inside that one group. So we're going to say, just for giggles, option 1, add, option 2, add, option 3, add, and then option 4, add. And that's actually how I have this one here set up. But I'm showing you how to do it from fresh, that way you will know. Now let's say option 1, I'm going to put in, this is option 1. There we go, I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to do the same thing for number 2. And then number 3. And number 4. Now you have, when they, in the faux mod, that's not it. No, my bad. When they click on this, let's say option 1 and option 2, and they click on option 1, and over here it'll say, this is option 1. They come over here and click on option 2, it'll say, this is option 2. And the pictures, that will change on any time that they click on any of these. It'll have a new picture here that you can select by simply going to plugin image, hit choose, and it'll start off in your main mod directory, the root directory that you picked in that new folder that you made. That's where it'll start off at. You can go on to faux mod. That's where I suggest you put all your pictures at. It'll keep it nice and tidy. That way you don't accidentally click on it and it starts bloating up the data folder of everybody else's data folder. So you just double click on whatever image you want to add. There you go, see that one. And now I want to select a different image for this one. Now I have different options with different images. Now I'll show you this part here. You'll see I have the Sorceress outfit with IAS options. Now the way this works is on your left is where you are grabbing the file from. On the right is where it will put the file at. What you try to do is inside your directory folder that you've selected, go ahead and set it up as if it would be inside the data folder. That's going to make it easier on you and them, and on it will cause less errors in the long run. And you will see I have exactly just like that. This is the standard CBBE body. Now the way that IAS works, come on.
Hey, happy birthday.
Thank you, 1 minute.